Yellow! It's back, not only to celebrate, but to learn from the warrior spirits in us all. Before we begin, I'd like to go over submission rules for the return of the community highlight. If you'd like to submit your fight, message me on my Facebook page, MindSmashOfficial. I'll leave a link down below as well. A few of the rules. The submission should have a good clear camera angle, must be regulated, nothing on the street. I was initially bombarded by a lot of work that I could not post, but with clearer guidelines, this problem should be solved. Hopefully, with this series, MindSmash can become a tool to better serve the people who help support this channel by showing up. Thank you guys, I am truly nothing without you. Let's begin. Jimmy Park submitted this one. He is the fighter in the red trunks. Notice how he's pacing back and forth, settling his nerves from the weight of his event. The moment the fight begins, he is composed and is actually the first one to establish pressure, pawing with a jab. Notice how his opponent in the black trunks has his hands down. This is definitely a higher skill way of fighting, and it's also tough as he is being told to keep his hands up constantly by his corner or someone else in the audience. He refuses, which may be disrupting his rhythm. It appears that Matthew did not communicate his approach for this fight, thus his corner or someone else is inadvertently butting heads with him, saying keep your hands up over and over again. After the second jab, Jimmy establishes a comfortable feel for the distance. Notice the wider stance he's using. With a sudden break in rhythm, Jimmy covers the distance, surprising his opponent. Posting with his left, you can tell Matthew is caught off guard without a solution for the cross. Look at the way he freezes up. With no guard or footwork to deal with it, he eats it clean. At this point, you know his corner is yelling, get your hands up. Matthew is adamant to stick to his style. Again, they're just butting heads. Gray Trunks did duck the jab, but notice how he's loading. He had no vision, he did not gauge with the other arm, he doesn't really have a sense for where the shot will go. Jimmy, observing his opponent, did have the more composed response, acknowledging his opponent's ducked position and trying to answer it with an uppercut, even though it also did miss. Matthew catching onto Jimmy's rhythm, excellent push kick against the jab. Jimmy fires back with a T, and just notice how after he posts with his left, he observes his opponent's reaction before catching him. The cross, adjusting to catch Matthew's slip. Pressured against the cage, Matt seeks to duck into range, but he gets intercepted part way. You can tell, Jimmy is putting a conscious effort not to just blast his opponent with a devastating cross, but more so to be precise with his right every time he fires it. You can block wider shots with straight shots. Someone like Badr Hari can do the reverse, swatting your straight shots with his ferocious hooks. But here, you see Matt attempt a hook, and Matt's jab beats him to it, whilst also deflecting the punch. From here, Jimmy's opponent is too dazed to respond to the follow-up, and without any oomph behind his double leg, he leaves his carotid artery open for a standing guillotine. Jimmy was definitely more skilled and more mentally composed than his opponent. His approach was, for the most part, a standard one too, but often the simplest techniques have the highest level of effectiveness, Guillermo Rigondeaux being a perfect example, typically a 1-2 in-and-out fighter as well. But of course, he does do this at a much higher level. Respect to Jimmy and Matthew for getting in there. Thank you guys, it was a privilege to watch. This will be an ongoing series dedicated to you guys, celebrating the warrior spirit through you. Even now I'm hit with a ton of footage, so every time I create one, I'll remind everyone of the rules for submission in the description and comments alongside where you can send yours. Hope you guys enjoyed, smash that like button if you did, it's good karma, and until next time, peace.